off to Jonathan Taylor. Huge hole. He's at the 30. He's going to go. 10, 5, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor made a man miss the line of scrimmage and then runs it into Pater. A one-handed INT. Are you kidding me? Kenny Moore.
What a play by Nyheim Hines.
Horseshoe is back, baby. The horseshoe is back.
What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Guys, it is here. NFL football is finally back. We are back for another pre-game show. Ever since last year, I have been waiting so long for this to finally have these. I am pumped up. My guy, Matt, from Inside the Horseshoe podcast is here with me today. Matt, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm absolutely pumped. I cannot wait for kickoff. I know it's preseason, but still, not only are the Colts back, but to see the fans in the crowd is going to be just fantastic because you know that place is going to be rocking today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going to be rocking. You absolutely know it. And before we even go anywhere, look at this. My guy, Matthew Stansberry, already dropping the $25 super chat. Opening day nerds. Let's go Colts. Hey, Matthew, big shout out and salute to you, my guy. Thank you so much. Appreciate the $25 super chat. Thank you very much. Great member of the community. So, guys, a couple quick announcements before we get into all the talking points that we're going to talk about today. Of course, first preseason game today. We'll have a separate live stream for that. Make sure you guys go check that out after we have this. And, of course, you know, this is going to lead to that. And also news, Matt, since he's here, there's a reason why Matt is here. And we haven't really posted anything on social media or anything and talked about it yet. But I figured I would do that now because we have decided that most games this year, Matt is going to be taking over our pregame shows for us. So he really won't be doing a ton when it comes to the actual live streams or the play-by-plays. We might get him involved in that maybe once or twice. But, you know, since Cody and I will be the to a lot of the games this year, that we needed somebody else to help us out with the pregame stuff. So Matt is going to be helping us with that. I hope you all are going to enjoy that. We've kind of gave a rundown with Matt, but he's going to take over at some point. So Matt, I want to say again, thank you very much for doing this with us.
Hey, it's no problem. And, you know, as soon as you guys told me that you wanted me to, help with the live streams, you know, it really, it caught me off guard, but, you know, I'm so happy to do it. I really appreciate you guys doing that.
I appreciate it, man. And of course, if you guys haven't subbed to Inside the Horseshoe podcast, please go and do so. This guy really this year really started his channel, and you're at what? Almost 400 subs now?
I'm at 371, I think.
Okay, near 400 subs, and this guy started streaming and started doing videos like what, 4 months ago?
Yeah.
4 months ago. That's crazy, guys. Already off to a great start. Make sure you guys go support a fellow Colts podcaster. And we got a couple more donations here. Xander Essex with a $5 super chat. Bring the juice, baby. Hey, Xander, good to see you. Big shout out to you. Also, Austin Cooper with a $10 super chat. No message, but Austin Cooper, despite how much I hate that profile picture, love you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today. Greatly appreciated. Let's go into the chat real quick before we do anything else. Sean in here saying, what's up from North Carolina, living in Panther country, but a huge Colts fan nonetheless. Let's go, Indy. Shout out to you, Sean. Seeing a bunch of fires. Make sure y'all put fire emojis in the super chat. Make sure to put fires in the chat, guys. We need some hype up in here. It is Bring the Juice after all. We're here. Yeah. We're here. This is it. This is game day. So happy that this is going to be the start of the season. So glad it's here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Already have 80 of you in the chat. Greatly appreciated. Let us know how you guys are feeling. And also let us know what you're wanting to see from the Colts today. We're going to break down everything here. So let's go ahead and start hopping into the action real quick. But before we even get into any of our topics, Matt, I kind of thought about this morning. I might as well just ask you. So season is almost a month away. It's about practically 30 days till Super Bowl until basically the start of this regular season. And, you know, Nelson and Wentz both almost 2 weeks into their rehab at this point, week and a half, basically. And we've already seen, you know, them on the field, just walking around, no boots on their feet, you know, just walking, getting a test and feel for it. Great to see that nonetheless. How does that make you feel for their chances of possibly being ready for week one?
It definitely makes me feel a little more calm to see that, you know, they're walking around with no boot. You know, they seem like they're doing really well for where they're at right now. You know, I've said it in one of my videos before, unless Carson Wentz feels no pain at all, I almost want him to just kind of wait. Unless Jacob Eason, Sam Ehlinger, you know, make me a little worried. I would prefer to see Carson just sit out for week one, unless there's no pain in his foot, because you never know. If there's some pain, it could aggravate him and he could make a mistake he normally wouldn't make. Yeah. Nelson, you know, I'm totally fine with him starting week one right away if he's, you know, clear to go. He keeps saying that he's going to play week one. Like, it seems like he doesn't care. He's like, look, I'm playing week one. I don't care what they say. I'm playing no matter what.
And that's why we love Big Q.
Absolutely. But, you know, with Carson, though, yeah, I want Carson's foot to feel no pain at all. Because if he feels nothing and he's clear to go, then, you know, throw him in there. You know, because
right. You're right. Don't want to make him mentally feel like he's going to make a mistake. But also another super chat, Kelvin Beatty, another great member of the community. What's up, guys? Kelvin, I'm doing great, man. We're here. We're having a great time. It feels like Christmas morning for me right now. I'm loving it. But let's go ahead and hop into our first topic of conversation here. So initial thoughts, Matt, one player you want to see from today. Now, in the chat, you all can say it. You all can go ahead and talk about who you want. But just telling you all, you can say someone other than Mike Strawn. I'm just saying, we've seen it all the time. You know, Strawn. We want to see some Strawn. Yeah. But who is somebody that you want to see from today?
So, obviously, Strawn is definitely one of the guys I want to see. He's somebody, ever since draft day, I've been really high on, just with his size, speed, some of the catches he made in Charleston. You know, I was always pumped about him, and seems like he's carrying that into the NFL. But another guy I want to see is Kylan Granson. I want to see how he does out there on the field, because he's had a good camp so far. You know, he's looking like he's going to be, you know, a really good player in the league. So I'm really curious about him just out on the field, how he plays. And of course the quarterbacks, you know, I want to see them.
Yeah, I think the quarterbacks are obviously the one that everybody's wanting to see, right? We want to see how they handle real game time action. That's going to be the obvious one. You know, and I saw somebody in the chat that said something about Paris, and I don't know how much he'll play. I would like to see him get a few snaps in there, kind of get the feel back for it. But, you know, overall, I've heard from camp, I mean, it's ironic enough we've been seeing all these injuries, but yet Paris Campbell has remained completely healthy, has been, you know, really showing a lot of great plays. So, you know, that's a good thing. Want to continue to see him do that. Of course, the quarterbacks I really want to see. What are some of the other position groups that you're specifically wanting to look at today?
So edge is definitely one that I want to see, because out of our defense, that might have been the weakest link, even though it wasn't too bad. But I want to see, like I saw in the chat, I want to see Toure out there too, because before his injury in Kansas City, he looked like a monster, and it seems like he started to play like that again in training camp. So I want to see if that continues in the preseason as well, and regular season. Say that, and then cornerbacks, but specifically that third cornerback spot is where I'm really going to watch, because we know Rhodes is going to make the team. We know Kenny Moore is going to make it. They're going to start, but I want to see, you know, Rock and, you know, Isaiah Rodgers and those guys. That's what I'm really curious about too.
Yeah, Marvell Tell is another name there that definitely makes a lot of sense. And also, guys, again, for the 90 of you in the chat right now, make sure you all like the stream. We got 90 of you in the stream right now and only 27 likes. Guys, come on, let's get that likes.
Pump them up, man.
We got to get the likes up. We get the likes up. This reaches more and more people. We want to get more people in the chat. We want Panthers Nation. We want Colts Nation. We got 100 of you in here right now. Like the stream up, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, I would highly encourage you to do so. Get all of our stuff. Even if you're not a Colts fan, always get Colts news and other updates across the league. And of course, if you guys want to become a channel member, you guys are more than welcome to do so. You just have to hit that join button down near where the subscribe button would be, or just go on our channel and hit the join button. It gives you some options to help support us and what we do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Also, I think another position group that I'm really interested to look at here, Matt, is how the running back group works out today. Because I doubt Jonathan Taylor does much. I doubt Nyheim Hines does much because Hines has, had some injuries. I'm sure that, and for everyone that's wanting to know, if anyone hasn't seen, the Colts did say a fair amount of the starters will not play today. A fair amount. I'm assuming that means quite a few of them. So some of them probably will, some of them won't, just to kind of get some more reps that probably didn't get many last year. But anyways, I'm hoping that we get a couple of those guys, but I'm very interested to see how they spread out the running back snaps today.
Yeah, me too, because I think Jonathan Taylor will play maybe a drive at most today. I think they're going to rest him a lot, like you said. I think Marlon Mack is going to get a lot of snaps, though.
He might.
With him, Wilkins, and then there's that undrafted rookie too, from North Carolina.
Yeah, Deion Jackson.
Deion Jackson. I almost said Deion Kane. That's why I didn't say his name at all. I was like, it's not Deion Kane.
That's
definitely not him.
Receiver, bro.
It's definitely not him. I know it's Deion, but not Deion Kane. Or Duke. Yeah, my bad.
Duke. Yeah,
right,
Duke.
Jackson. But I'm curious to see how he plays too. So, because really, I think that fourth spot in the running back room is going to be either him or Wilkins. So that's also something I really am looking forward to seeing too.
Yeah, that's one of the few things the Colts are known for. They actually have the balls to put 4 running backs on the roster because they actually use those running backs in a lot of different ways. So, that's very interesting. And what about this offensive line? We know that the offensive line's dealing with the injuries and, and most likely Braden Smith may not play today because of, the new contract. They already know he's starting. But, what about this offensive line? Because we've seen a lot of struggles from them in the preseason so far. What do you expect from them today?
So, I'm expecting good things from them. I don't think Braden Smith is going to play today. I think they're going to rest him. Basically, anybody that's making a bunch of money after their contract extensions, I don't think they're playing at all today, no matter how much they want to play. So, him.
So does that mean Leonard?
Yeah, Leonard's out.
Even though Leonard's probably dying to want to get out there right now.
Yeah, he's going to be making nearly $100 million in the next few years. So they're going to let him rest for a little bit.
Yeah, right.
But I'm very curious about the left tackles because they haven't looked the greatest. But, I've been saying this to myself for a long time. Look, our left tackles have looked terrible because our defensive line is just so good. So, I want to see Tevy out there because I don't think Tevy is that bad, or as bad as everybody's saying he's looked in training camp. I can't, I can't believe he's that
you're
bad.
Right. It's that way. It's the media way, right? We always we hear about, the bad stuff and, we never really talk about the fact that, there are a few reps that Sam Tevy has won, it's just, we never hear the one reps. So we hear the bad reps. So,
right. Yeah. And I think he'll be okay. I don't think he's going to be great or anything. I think he'll be fine. But I'm curious about him. I think they said Will Holden is going to be starting today, or at least
most likely.
Look like. So he'll be there, and then Julian Davenport too. Which
I heard he was playing right tackle today.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I think I heard them say he's going to start right tackle to start this game out.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting. It's good that they're trying that out because, we have all these left tackles to spare, but we don't really have anybody that's played a lot of right tackle. So that's good. I'll get back to this comment in a second. But first, Colts 304 with a $10 super chat, no message. Really like that profile picture, by the way. That's really freaking cool. Harley Quinn with a Colts jersey and everything else on. Thank you, Colts 304. Shout out to you. Awesome, man. Thank you very much. But yeah, Chris Reed and Will Fries, those are two names. I'm sure Will Fries will get a lot of time today. I'm sure Chris Reed will get a good amount of snaps as well. And it's kind of funny because I was talking with Panther Nation last year. This guy really doesn't need snaps. You know, he played all of last year with Panthers and played all of this time and was a great left guard for them. So it's not like this guy really needs snaps, but we're so thinned out at the guard position at this point that, you know, he might just have to play.
Definitely. And I'm surprised he was released by how's it going, Lawrence? I was really surprised that he was released by the Panthers because last year, I think he only allowed 1 sack in like all 16 games he played in or whatever. So, no.
Freaking Cody. Love Cody. He's always doing that. Yeah. He's always interacting in the chat. I appreciate him. Hey, 100 of you in this freaking pregame stream right now. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Love all of you. If you haven't already, hit that like button. We want to try to get this stream to 100 likes before we finish out this stream, okay? A lot of good stuff here today, guys, and we're going to have a separate live play-by-play today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So we talked about the running backs. We talked about the quarterbacks, obviously. We'll mention that a few more times. Yeah. Talked about the offensive line. You know, you talked about Granson getting some time, and that's very important. What about this wide receiver group? We were talking about it off air. You know, most likely T.Y.'s not playing. Most likely Pascal's not playing. Most likely, you know, Michael Pittman's probably not going to play very much. You know, it might come down to Paris getting a few, and then, you know, Strawn will get in there. And, you know, who else is going to get some snaps today?
So I do agree. I don't think T.Y., Pittman, or Pascal is going to play today at all. And I think if Campbell plays, it's probably going to be a few snaps at the most, like you were saying earlier. But really, I think the guys that are going to play are everybody outside of that top 4. So, you know, like Michael Strawn, Patman, DeMichael Harris. Because even though I believe Strawn is going to make the team, I think he's receiver 5 at the moment. You still got to find that, you know, number 6 receiver on your team. And then if they want to add an additional receiver, you know, then you really got to figure out. And it, like, I know there's a lot of media saying how we have a weaker receiving core, but it's actually pretty
I don't believe that at all. I mean, of course, I don't think it's star-studded, but I certainly think it's not a bottom half of the wide receiver core. I say it's right at around, you know, anywhere from number 10 to number 16. I mean, it's right there. It's not, it's right there in the middle of the group and trending toward the better direction of it.
Yeah, because how I see it is if Zach Pascal is your number 4 receiver, you have a really good receiving core because he would be, you know, the number 2 or number 1 guy on a lot of teams.
Colts Nation from the Netherlands?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Sal, thank you for joining us today in Netherlands. Holy cow. I don't know if I've ever had somebody from the Netherlands come in here and say that, but that's crazy. That's really awesome, dude. I mean, we get a lot of people over here, Matt. You'll find that out. We get people from Brazil, Mexico, Argentina. We got people from, you know, all over Europe and everywhere. So, I mean, it's quite crazy. But Lawrence, back to this comment that happened a week or 2 ago. You were in a stream when I did it, so I don't know why you're surprised. But real quick, I'll let Matt finish his point and then I'll get to this.
Oh, okay. So first off, wow, thank you, Zach, for the $5. But but you got Patman, DeMichael Harris, who I think DeMichael Harris is looking, you know, like he could be a promising receiver, you know, that can step in from time to time. He's got that speed. You know, there's a lot of receivers on here that I think if they don't make our 53-man roster, I think some of them are going to get picked up by some other teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Panthers Nation podcast, when I was on with them the other day, said if Strawn don't make your active roster, he's not staying on your practice squad.
No.
Somebody's coming and picking him up. He's way too talented to not. But Zach Bunch, thank you. $5 super chat. Let's go Colts. So excited about the future of this franchise. Let's go bring the juice. You know it, baby. You know it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. My Free Sports Picks says hi. Hi, everyone. How you doing? How you doing, Matt? Let's see here. I'm up from the Upper Peninsula. Came across you guys from the Pat McAfee show. Oh, okay. Cool.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, why don't y'all tell me where y'all from? Where y'all from? If you guys are willing to share that stuff. We're always wanting to check out our audience and see where everybody is coming from. So look at this. From Nashville, home of the Tennessee Turds. Oh, that's funny. Colts are thick in receiving skill players. No, it's thick with 4 C's.
I was going to say, add 4 C's.
Yeah, not 2 C's, 4 C's. I just watched your collaboration with PNP. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you coming in from Toledo. Okay, cool. I'm from Sydney, so I'm not too far away. Hawaii. Okay, cool. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Okay. South Dakota, Colts fan from Mexico. See, I told you we got some of those. Thank you. Shout out to you. From Anderson, from Nashville, live in Fort Lauderdale now. Okay. Sunny side of Louisville, Kentucky. Love you guys. Fort Wayne, baby. Hey, what's up, Josh? Thank you for the support. Indy, Kentucky. Got a San Antonio, Texas from all the way over here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Just south of Nashville, Atlanta. Cali check-in. All right. We got a Cali Colts fan over here. LA, Florida, Tampa. We got a Brazil right here. I told you Brazil. Yeah. I don't know what it is. South America. We got a bunch of Colts fans in South America, man. And I'm telling you, they love us over here. Greetings from Mexico. Been beating Blues since 2001. All right. Cool. Nice. Well, it's great to see all these different people from everywhere, man. You know, I mean, it's like, it's crazy because it's not just Colts fans from Indianapolis. You know, there's people from all over the country, from other countries that go onto YouTube and watch stuff like this. So, yeah, it's really cool to see. We'll go ahead and we'll actually make I actually made a trivia question for you guys today. Okay, we have a couple trivia questions. Test your guys' mind a little bit. So here's the first trivia question. And I want to see if Matt gets it and see if he didn't do his homework last night. Okay. What was the score of the last meeting between the Colts versus the Panthers? Was it A, 45-10 Colts, B, 27-20 Panthers, or C, 38-6 Colts? In the chat, you guys can do this too. A, B, or C. Okay.
So I'm going to... Just because it sounds better.
Don't be checking your computer, bro. No, I can see
it. Look, my hands are all right. Up in the air. I believe it was C.
Believe it was C. Do you remember the last year that the Panthers actually played the Colts?
Yes, it was the 2019 season. It was Jacoby Brissett's year.
Yep, it was Jacoby Brissett's year. So you're going with C, 38-6 Colts. Yes. Okay, well, it looks like the majority of the chat is in agreement with you right now. And Y2, hold on, where's that comment? Where is it at? I had it right there. It just missed me. Shoot. Here it is. Yeah, the Hines 2 punt returns for a touchdown, which he almost had a third one. Had the punter not stopped him, it would have been 3. So that was really big. But yes, the correct answer is C. The Colts did beat the Panthers 38-6 in the last game of the regular season in 2019. Christian McCaffrey was the only one on the Panthers who did anything worth a damn that game. So that was fun.
Yep, and then Will Grier did start that game. I remember so many people were going crazy about him when he first was coming in to start. Everybody was saying how he's going to be this great quarterback, and then he just completely fizzled out quick.
Oh, you talk about Will Grier?
Oh yeah, Will Grier.
Yeah, he was a gunslinger in college, but there's a reason a lot of those guys don't translate very well.
Right.
Lawrence Owen, my guy, with a $5 super chat. Dude, you're awesome. $5 super chat. Major salute to you. Who do you hope stands out today on the Colts defense? We will get into that question here in a little bit here, Lawrence. We're going to actually discuss that here in a few minutes. But again, guys, 120 of you in the pregame stream. This is crazy. I did not anticipate this many people being here today, but thank you guys so much. Be sure, again, to like the stream, guys. If we like the stream, we get it sent out to more and more people. We have 61 likes on the stream right now. Can we get it to 80? I want to try to keep getting this to more and more people. Thank you guys so much for coming in here, interacting with us. Thank you so much. And we got people talking about Will Grier in the chat now. Thanks, Matt.
Hey, look, I'm just saying facts.
Just saying facts. Okay. Yes. Oh, man. Hold on one second. There we go. That's better. Oh, man. I was going to say, where are you from again? I know you said Indiana, but where at again?
Northern Indiana, about, say, 30 minutes from Fort Wayne.
Oh, okay. Okay. To say, I know Cody lives in Fort Wayne, so
nice.
Seems like a lot of Colts fans live in Fort Wayne, so maybe I just might have to move there myself. I don't know.
Hey, it's a nice area.
Yeah. Pay better be a savage today. I don't think Pay's playing.
Yeah,
I don't think he is.
I don't think he's playing. I thought last we saw he had that boot on his
foot. They said it was precautionary.
Yeah.
They said it wasn't serious, but they just didn't want to push it. So,
right.
Are the Colts starters playing today? Panthers fan. A few of them, very few of them though. Most of it will be the second stringers and third stringers, but it's still good nonetheless. We'll still see a good solid game and see what some of these other players have in store for us. Let's see here. If you want to interact with the chat for a second, you can. I am going to grab a soda.
All right. So here we go, guys. It is Matt taking over for a second. I'm going to look at your comments real quick. Yeah, Zach's right. Pay is not playing today. I would have loved it, but I don't think he's playing. And I do agree, Austin. If Bobby Okereke plays, he's going to light it up. He's had a really good training camp so far. He's really stepped up, I believe. So I do agree. He's going to have a big game today. I do expect him to play. And then, I wanted EJ to play too. I really did. He's been having a great training camp as well. But, hopefully he's back soon because he's been really good. And then, I'm pumped to see him too, Terrence. Absolutely pumped. And absolutely Big Q eats Titans for lunch, dinner, breakfast, and dessert, all that good stuff. Did I mix up the order of the meals? Yeah, but hey, it's fine.
Name. That's a great name. I love it. Did you see the super chat?
Oh, yeah. These guys don't know sports. But, hey, you know what? They know one thing about sports, at least, and it's Big Q dominating the Titans.
Did you see the super chat? Did you get that one already?
Oh, did I miss a super chat?
It was right above that one.
Martin. There you go. I completely missed out on it. The chat was
Martin Hazel with a $5 super chat. I want at least one 50-yard pass successful to Eason, TD throw to TY. We all know what a great season we're going to have. Hey, I mean, I wish that may not happen today, but we'll see. But Martin, thank you so much for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. But yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick. Hey, you guys in the super chats, you guys are crazy today. We love you guys. Colts Nation really is fun when we're all together.
Yes, they're the best.
Absolutely. We're all in this together, guys. We're all in this together. We're all having a good time and seeing all this, and it's just crazy. It's great that football can bring all of us together despite the current political background that's going on across the country right now.
Yeah. It's nice. Even though we had on Twitter, there's some fights going on about political stuff that, probably should be political, but hey,
that's the beauty of sports, man. Brings everybody together. We all can come together for one common goal.
Absolutely. Say at the end of the day, we all want the Colts to win.
Eagles fan here. Carson got me here. Hey, Emmanuel, we'll always take you in here, man. Thank you very much. Glad to see you here. Hopefully you'll tune into more streams when Carson will actually play very early in the season, and we'll be able to interact more. So here's a good question, kind of going off the chat right now. How worried are you about Eason? How's he doing at camp? Go ahead.
I think he's really improved as training camp's gone on. And that's what I was saying. I know there's a lot of people freaking out, but he's essentially a rookie this year. He didn't really get any snaps last year with first teams. This is his first time doing it. So it was going to take him a little bit, but I feel like especially after Sam Ehlinger got some first team snaps as well, Jacob Eason has really took a step up, and he's been looking much better, and he's been doing really well in training camp lately, especially when the Panthers came to town.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it crazy that like after the first week, Eason looked like he got better. Like after 7 days, he got used to playing with these guys, and he looks like he's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, so I mean, I was expecting, there to be some rough days at first, but like we've been so lucky with Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, Phillip Rivers as our quarterbacks. So, of course, as soon as Jacob Eason doesn't look like those guys in training camp, and he looks like how a quarterback would their first year with the first teams is going to look, of course, everybody was going to freak out. But no, I'm pretty excited with what I've seen so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. So we didn't talk about Lawrence's question. We kind of can go into this one now. Also, for anyone that's still in here, thank you to the 140 of you that are now in this stream. Guys, this is crazy. We were talking about, getting an audience of like 50 of you and hoping for the best. I mean, I'm just amazed at how many of you are in here right now. Thank you so very much. It means the world to me right now. And Matt, thank you so very much. And guys, if you haven't liked the stream yet, please do so. We're at 145 of you in here right now. Can we get to 100 likes? We haven't hit 100 likes on a stream, and it feels like months and months. And this will push it to a lot more people. So please, thank you for tuning in. Before we get into that banner, real quick, I had something here. I am from Philly and bleed green, but I like listening to the show, and I gave you the like button. Hey, Ronald, thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Also, real quick, super chat, Weisman 1169. Thank you. Thanks for everything you do, fellas. Your content is always great. Go Horse. Hey, Weisman, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you. But let's go ahead and hop into this next question here. So we talked about the offense a lot. Who on the defense do you want to see make an impact today?
I saw in the chat earlier, but I agree. Ben Banigou is somebody I want to see out there. I think he's going to do well today. It would have been nice to have guys like EJ Speed in there, but unfortunately EJ's not playing today because of his injury, which stinks. But Banigou, Toure is another guy I'm really looking forward to seeing. Completely healthy out there. He should be dominating. Tyquan Lewis is another guy. Of course, our defensive line. I'm curious to see if Grover Stewart plays much today as well. I don't think he's going to play too much, but it's always nice to see him out there. And then of course the corners.
Yeah, the defensive line is certainly going to be interesting to see who plays. How does that get distributed around? I mean, we know that DeForest Buckner obviously is not playing today. Grover will probably play a series or two at the most. And you're talking about all these defensive ends, right? We talked about Kamoko Toure, talked about Tyquan Lewis, and talked about all of these boys who we know can go out there and play when they're healthy, and they all are healthy now and ready to do stuff. And the big one is Ben Banigou. I mean, Is he going to prove, and this is the comment exactly, I hope Banogu proves everyone wrong. I mean, Cody and I sat here for a lot of the offseason saying, what is going to happen with Ben Banogu? Ben Banogu looks like the guy that could potentially be the guy odd man out. You know, you got all these different defensive ends here, and then in training camp, doing the same thing that Tyquan Lewis did last year. So your roster spot's on the line here, bro. You got a chance, but you're losing it fast. And Tyquan Lewis comes in, has the best training camp of any defensive player on the roster, and it looks like Ben Banogu's doing the same damn thing.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, like you said, it's a big year for him because if he goes in and plays like he has in the past, he's out of a job, I think. Because Ballard, I think Ballard, with how he's been drafting and signing, has told guys like Banogu that, hey, if you don't step up, you're going to be out. You're not going to make the roster.
My guess is that Kamoko Toure and Tyquan Lewis play very little today because we kind of know we don't know what to expect from them, but we kind of still understand their status. We both know that they can legit play when they're healthy. Yeah. But I think this is the comment right here that I understand. It's Rochelle versus Banogu. I mean, how much is riding on Rochelle today? Because Rochelle's probably going to get a lot of snaps.
Yeah, it's big for him too because, we don't expect him to be a starter or anything, but still that, kind of, round out our depth chart, it's going to be important for him to play well because if he doesn't, like, Ben Banogu, he's out of a job too. So he's somebody I really hope makes a team, as a Notre Dame fan. I know people hate Notre Dame, but whatever. I love him, I always loved him from Notre Dame. So I really hope he does well, but yeah, it's big for him too. It really is him versus Banogu.
We got another super chat. Quinn Evan Sitlow with a $2 super chat. Go Colts. Got my number 53 on today. Thank you, Quinn. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Awesome.
And we're all rooting for 53 over here. Hopefully he has, it's kind of ironic. You know how many people have said that he had a drop-off season last year? It's just kind of weird that they said that because, he just didn't create quite the turnovers that he did, but yet still had one of the best seasons that a linebacker had all of last year, but yet he had a drop-off.
Yeah, and I mean, did he play as well as he did in year 1 and year 2? No, but I mean, still, those are incredible years, for a linebacker. So, it's he still played great last year. So, he might have had a little bit of a drop off, but not too much. I mean, he still was dominant.
Yeah. And so we've talked a lot about these defensive ends and, what to expect, but, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm interested to see this defensive tackle position because, we've talked about the defensive ends, but the defensive tackles, who's going to round it out? You got Stallworth, you got Woods, you got Klein, who makes that jump?
Right. It's here. Okay. Sorry. I saw in the comments, real quick about Eberflus. I was,
I just saw it. So guys, quick report here. Defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus will be unavailable to coach Sunday against the Carolina Panthers for COVID-19 related reasons. Safeties coach Alan Williams will absorb his duties. So basically, DC's not there today. That'll be interesting. Obviously, it's not a dire deal. Maybe he came in contact with somebody.
Maybe
that might be the reason because it doesn't say he has it. It just says that if somebody says it's COVID related issues, it's probably due to the fact he was probably in close contact with somebody that did have it. Yeah. So I'm sure he's vaccinated and I'm sure it's fine for that perspective. But I'm sure he'll be all right. But better safe than sorry. So
yeah, I mean, if this was week 18 or something, and we were battling for a playoff spot, then I'd be a little more worried. But yeah, the fact it's a preseason game, I'm not too worried about it. obviously hope, for nothing but the best for him. And you're right. I don't think he has it. It was probably like, maybe he visited his, one of his cousins and they had it or something.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, it also does kind of sucks. It also does kind of suck that, for some of these guys who are wanting to know how to play in an actual game when Eberflus is going to be the coach, you're not going to have him as the coach making those plays. So it's different. So kind of makes it difficult for some of those guys.
True. But yeah, hopefully he, is
hopefully he's back soon. So this is kind of a blowout one right here. I mean, I know it's probably going to take a little bit before we figure out who actually is going to get cut, but is there a surprising cut you could see if things don't go well for them today?
A surprising cut for today. Yeah, that one is pretty difficult as far as a surprise, because I think the guys that are going to get cut are, just guys that we're probably going to get cut either way today. I don't think anybody like a Michael Strawn is going to get cut today, or anybody that is either teetering that 53 spot or is just above it. That is something I'm gonna have to think about as far as who could get cut like on Tuesday.
180 of you in the stream right now. That's 105 nuts. Likes. Guys, can we hit 150? 150. I think we can do it. 150 for our first pregame live stream of the 2021 NFL season. I want to see it. I want to see it. I dare all of you to do it. Dare all of you to do it. A lot of people saying we should just make Darius Leonard the defense coordinator for today.
Might as well.
Might as well, right?
Yeah, might as well do that.
What about Al-Qadi Muhammad? His name gets thrown out a lot with his defensive end group, but it really doesn't get talked about a lot.
Right.
What's your opinion on him and like for a game like this?
I think it's a pretty big game for him too. I think he has a pretty good shot of making the team. I'm a big fan of him too. I think anytime he comes in and plays, he always does, a good job. He doesn't ever seem like he's slacking when he's on the field. There might be a play where he'll have a penalty or whatever on him, but he always goes in there. He's reliable. He does his job. He's not somebody that is a starter, but he does a good job. I don't expect him to get cut, but he would definitely be one of those guys that if he got cut today or, if he didn't make the 53-man roster, I'd be shocked.
Josh, what's up, Juice? Derek, tell them how you really feel. Hey, man, don't get me started, okay? People always do this to me when I'm in my live streams, when I'm doing play-by-play, and then I start getting in my emotions, and then they start playing with me. They try to get me to say what I'm really wanting to say, but I try not to fall into it. But who will take Anthony Walker's place? It's a good question. We haven't really talked about the linebackers here. We know Okereke and Leonard most likely aren't playing. So, I haven't really heard your thoughts on this linebacker group at all. I want to kind of hear what your thoughts are.
I like this linebacker group a lot too. Because I like Zaire Franklin. EJ Speed has been, playing really well in training camp too. I've been a big fan of him. There's that undrafted rookie who I'm very curious about today too. Is it Kafusi or whatever his last name is? I'm very curious about him. If I had to guess as far as who's going to take Anthony Walker's place, it's probably going to be Franklin. If I had to put money on it,
I want it to be EJ Speed.
It could be EJ Speed. I would love it too, but I think Zaire Franklin, I think he's got it. I think he's got it right now. But if EJ Speed goes into training camp after coming back from his injury and just plays a lot better than Zaire Franklin, or ends up playing even just I guess slightly better, I think he could take that spot. But just at this moment, I think Zaire's got it, and I hope he gets it.
All right, hold on one second. I am doing something.
All right.
Making a better I'm going to make a banner for the chat to react to. It's the one at the very bottom. You can You can look at that one if you want to. But guys, I'm going to do another trivia question. Okay, another trivia question. Let's go ahead and do it now. So here is. I think Matt already knows this because I told him yesterday. We'll see if he does remember. But this one I know.
Okay.
We're good. Yeah, we're good. I guess I must have just lost connection there. I'm turning my Wi-Fi off.
Say my connection.
We're good. We're good. Sorry about that, guys. We had a slight little problem there. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. It's weird because I have an Ethernet connection from here to the router, which is on the other side. But for some weird reason, it does that sometimes. I don't quite understand what's going on there. But everybody still hear us? We good? Chat? Everybody good? Before I go into anything else, I want to check the chat.
All right.
I want to see it. I want to see them say something. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they start spamming that we're back. I see yeps and we're good. Okay. All right. So good. All right. I see a few of them. So we're good. All right. So chat, here's another question for you. So what is the Colts preseason record since 2015? Is it A, 5-15, B, 10-10, or C, 7-13? So either way, Colts have terrible record in the preseason, but it's kind of funny because I saw something on the internet on Twitter today. Somebody was talking about how the Ravens have been like undefeated in the preseason since like 2013, and somebody said that's like the equivalent of being undefeated at the YMCA. Like, absolutely nothing whatsoever, but you just say it just because it sounds good. But do you have an answer to this one?
Oh, so I think I'm going to go 10-10 because I believe the last few years with training camp, we've played better than in the past. I'm going to go 10-10.
Okay.
Probably wrong, though.
I'm seeing a lot of C's, a couple A's, and 1 or 2 B's. So, it's very close.
I'm with you, Manny.
But Manny's the only one big.
I'm with you.
Okay, so B, your final answer.
Yeah, I'm going to go B. I'm going to go B.
All right.
But I'm wrong.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
The actual correct answer is C. It is 7-13 since 2015. Now, of course, we didn't have the preseason games last year because obviously of COVID, so we didn't have those. But so it is, the actual answer is C. So congrats to everyone in the chat who got that right. Thank you guys for participating in that. Still 170 of you in here right now, guys. 150 likes is not out of the blue. I still think we can do it. Come on, y'all. And if you guys noticed, the common trend today for the trivia has been C. So when in doubt, pick C.
Right. Because I was like, should I go C? Because I know it's not A. I was like, it's definitely not A. But I was like, should I go C or should I go B?
Yes, we did talk about Eberflus being out. Yeah, he did have some COVID-related issues. They didn't specify whether or not he had it or whether he was just around somebody who did. That both could be possible. We'll see what happens there. But either way, probably shouldn't keep him out for very long, nevertheless. Right. But, yes, we are streaming during the game, Noah. I'll be doing a live stream where I'll be watching the game, and I'll be doing a live play-by-play for you all. So I highly encourage the 180 of you that are in here to come into our live stream for the game. I will be sure to do a live play-by-play, and we'll have a little fun with it.
Yeah.
Now I see 190 of you. All of a sudden, I just got random 10 people brought in at 1 second. Let's see. We're better when we whiff the preseason.
Yeah, I guess that is true. So,
all right. Let me try this one real quick. I'm going to do this. This is going to stir up the pot here in the comment section.
Oh boy.
But this is what we do here. Eason Ehlinger. Who has a better game today? Chat, I want to see your reasonings. I want to see who you believe is actually going to do it. Isaac Irvin, Panthers fan, good having you on PMP. Thank you, Isaac. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much. So the important question for today, buffalo wings or pizza?
Ooh.
I do like wings, but I had wings yesterday, so I'd probably go with pizza.
I'm probably going to go with pizza today. Pizza just feels right.
Yeah, pizza just feels right.
it feels like the right play today. So I'm probably going to go pizza. But I don't know. Maybe I'll throw in a few wings.
Ooh.
You know.
I'm rewatching the game from the Giants and the Jets from last night, and there's a dude that just got flipped and lost the football. Yeah, for anyone that cares, I have a TV that's set up right here, so I'm able to watch the game and be able to do this for you guys. So, let's see here.
Was Daniel Jones?
What's up?
Was Daniel Jones throwing interceptions right to the linebacker like he did in practice?
I don't think in this game, no, but
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that. That was bad, dude. That was bad.
There's like nobody there. It was like
he just threw it to the one guy that was in the middle. Okay. Ehlinger right in there. Depends on play calling. Ehlinger balls out more. Ehlinger escape the pocket ability. Slight edge to Eason. Okay, the funny part is your comment can't be taken seriously because you can't spell his name right. So I'm not listening to that one. Eason more time with the ones in camp. Eason big. Panthers aren't playing any starters, right? Yeah, I think Matt Rule said that all of their starters are sitting. So, the Colts will have a few of them, but other than that, that's about it.
So I actually think, even though I think Eason is probably the better quarterback, I think I'm going to say Ehlinger has the better game because of who he's going up against. He's basically going to be going up against, for the most part, third stringers. Yeah. So he's going up against guys that are either just going to barely make the Panthers or are going to get cut. So I'm going to say Ehlinger has the better game, but I think Eason's going to play really well today as well.
Eason's going to play a few more of the bigger players on their team, the backups. Yeah. But I mean, Ehlinger's going to get the start for the next preseason game. So
yeah.
I kind of like what the Colts are doing with these two guys, because I think Ehlinger has shown. I mean, it's not a knock on Eason for what's happening. It's just that Ehlinger's been dominating the the second and third sets the whole time. They're saying, okay, well, let's give him some first reps. I mean, let's see what he does. And if he falters, he falters. If he doesn't, then that's great. We have more options at quarterback if we deem it necessary. So,
and I think they're both going to play good today. I'm very confident in both of them. But I do like how they're doing it too, because what I'm expecting is you have Eason this week, Ehlinger next week, and then we'll know who's our backup when we play the Lions.
Right.
So
who's been getting more reps in training camp?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think Ehlinger's been getting more reps per se, but ones that were against the bigger competition, like ones and twos, Eason's had a few more of those than Ehlinger has. So he's had a few chances. So. Oh, man. Well, I'm running out of things to really talk about right now, but we do have 200 of you in the chat right now. That is insane. Guys, 150 likes. Come on. We can do it. There's 200 of you in the chat. 150 likes. Don't make me get a headache thinking about it. Okay, I already have a headache. Don't get me any more of one. Please help me with 150 likes, guys. Over 200 of you in here right now. We do it?
You know what I'm going to do right now, guys? Look, I don't know who gave the thumbs down. Whoever did that.
Whoever the thumbs down is, I don't know who that is.
Look, you can't really see it well. There we go. Boom. I liked it, so you can like it too.
There you go. See? He likes it. Who you got for the spread? I don't know what the spread is. What's the spread? Does somebody bet on preseason games? Colts Nation from Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, it's a Jags fan. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Probably.
153 likes, 156 likes now. Let's go. Let's go. Matt, this is the kind of energy I need from you on pre-game streams, okay? This is the kind of energy I need. We need likes on these streams, man.
We need it.
We need it. So it's Colts with a -3. Okay, so they're favorited by 3.
Okay, yeah. So
BTJ giveaway on the first correct answer on the next trivia question. Maybe we'll do that next time for the next stream. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
I just saw a tweet that said that Hines is in uniform during kickoffs. Okay.
So I'm expecting him to play a little bit. I don't think he's going to play a lot though.
Yeah, right. Colts fan from Canada.
I love the photo. I love the name. Great office reference. Great office reference. I love it.
That's great. Get a lot of characters in here. Horseshoe Huddle's in here. Okay, fine. 200 then. Hey, we're at 165. I mean,
yeah.
Can we get to 200? I mean, I don't know if I've ever gotten 200 likes on a pregame stream before.
Hey, let's break some records.
Yeah, we might as well. This is the season for breaking records on this podcast, man. Much better than what it was last time.
We gotta get it.
Let's see here. Let's kind of go to the chat a little bit. If you got any more ideas that run across you, Matt, let me know, and then we can run something else. I watched the Jags game yesterday. I'm still not that impressed with what I'm seeing from Lawrence for how hyped up he is. He doesn't seem like a top talent QB. I mean, I watched the game yesterday. Certainly didn't look bad. He definitely looked good to me. Didn't look great. He just looked good. I mean, I'll tell you who did have the best game yesterday, and that was Justin Fields. Yeah. I tried telling y'all, but it's just, nobody listens to me. So also from Canada here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My likes still say 10. Well, you might need to refresh your stream.
So it's a little more than 10.
It ain't 10. I'm telling you that. If you get 100 and if you get over 200 people in a stream and you only get 10 likes, you're not doing something right. Let's see here. Of course, Hines is going to be on kick return today. He had 2 touchdown returns last time.
Yeah.
Is Hines the primary kick return guy now? I have no idea how that works. I don't know how they're going to do that.
I think he will be. Because I think now, just with Hines and Rodgers both out there, I think those are going to be your guys that are going to start at the kick return. Because both of them have shown that they can obviously do a lot of damage on the kick return for the other team.
How many weeks into the season for Wentz to get injured? Okay, real funny.
Let's not
do that. Of course, Matt, you also have the opportunity to block and or remove people from the stream.
Oh.
If you look at their there should be an option. There should be an option to do that. I don't remember how that works. Oh yeah, there's there's the 3 dots on the side of their names, and it says either put the user in timeout, which puts them in timeout for 5 minutes, or you can block them.
Yeah,
we've had to do that quite a few times last year because there were a few people that got it in their right mind that they thought it was funny to talk about injuries and getting fired and stuff like that. But it's whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I'll switch to YouTube so I can like the stream. See, you get it. You get it. Come to YouTube. Come to YouTube and like our stream. How many likes they get is how many rushing yards Taylor will have week 1.
So let's bump it up.
Please. Can we get 200 likes for Jonathan Taylor to get 200 yards week 1 against Seattle? I would love that. I mean, I know my brother and I would love that.
That'd be great. Let's see.
Dabney, did you dislike this? Oh, man. Who's the starting kicker? Oh, it's Blankenship all the way.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Blankenship. And unless he misses like a couple kicks, that's really what's going to come down to, is if he misses a kick or two in training camp. He might not make it because Pinero's been making everything too.
Yeah, right.
So if they both continue to make every single kick, it's going to be Blankenship.
Yeah,
sure.
It's just good competition to get Blankenship to play harder.
So he's been making 60-yard field goals now.
I mean, they had a practice the other day where both of them hit a 50-yarder easy. So I mean, they're both hitting really good field goals right now.
Yeah,
I don't think either one of them's really missed a field goal yet, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, that's been Blankenship's that was like his main problem last year, was those 50-yard kicks. Like, he has the leg, it's just for some reason he was short on a couple of them, but feels like he really has improved that now.
I would love it, especially since Taylor is my running back 1 in fantasy.
Right.
Hopefully you didn't select him pick number 1. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Vegas has Colts by 3. I'll probably say the Colts win that spread, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I think the Colts are going to have more of their second string guys in a lot more today than what the Panthers will. So I think the Colts are going to cover that spread. I feel pretty confident in saying that.
I agree. I wish they had like parlays for the game. Even though I don't know how that would work today.
Yeah.
Because I'd be all over that. But yeah, if I'm gonna put money down on it, yeah, it's definitely, I'm taking the spread. I'm taking -3.
Like I say every year, every win counts. We need as much wins before and after Wentz gets back, or it will cost us, hoping for unrealistic scenarios at the end of the season for us to make playoffs. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. It's definitely important that, all these guys step up. So Titans fans don't hate us. They fear us. Yeah. That's facts. I feel like everyone's sleeping on Mac. He didn't lose his job because of his performance. He lost because of injury. He won't take the starting job, but how much do you think they'll split carries? Oh, I think it's a lot more than a lot of people give it credit for. I think Marlon Mack's going to take a good 5 to 10 carries away from Jonathan Taylor every game, at least.
Yeah, so I can see like Taylor getting, I don't know, some like Taylor gets 15, Mac gets like 10, and then the rest will be split among, or what am I saying? 20 for Taylor, my bad. 20 for Taylor, 15 for Mac, and then Hines would probably get like 8 to 10. He'll be out there more than Mac because of the receiving, but it'd be something like that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Hines will get a few runs every game, and Mac will get anywhere from half a dozen to a dozen. And, Taylor's still going to get his 15 to 20 rushes a game. So,
yeah.
I mean, of course, Taylor's going to be a very solid running back option for fantasy owners. I just don't think he should be, depending on where you're drafting him at as running back 1, it shouldn't be too high. It shouldn't be drastically high.
Yeah.
But I feel like some people
in
our fantasy league are going to do that.
Yeah, I shouldn't be saying this because of that reason with fantasy. I think Mac as a late, pickup is actually good because I think he's going to be used a lot in the red zone. I think
Hines is useful because Hines is just a passing option. In PPR, he's a god. Yeah. Some people's disrespect for the Colts is insane. The NFL has a ceiling of 8 and 9 and a floor of 4 and 13 with a prediction of 7 and 10. What do you guys think of the disrespect? Well, the NFL don't pay attention to the Colts, so it's no wonder they never understand. Look, they never understand. We're winning almost every year, and they still think we're just going to drop off because they think we're just a they think we're just a one and done like type of team, but we continue to have winning seasons every year.
It's like, I mean, I love it because I love being the underdog. So continue to do that, and then we'll continue to prove them wrong.
Exactly.
Like it helps Darius Leonard out. It makes him get even more juiced up, seeing that we're predicted to win like 8 games at the most. It gets him fired up.
I'm gonna actually pull up the Panthers roster so that way I can check this stuff out when I go to do my stream, so that way I know who I'm talking about.
Definitely. And then I do agree. Blankenship has had a really good rookie year. Missed, like I said, missed a couple kicks, but it's whatever. But yeah, it was the boinks, like you said. It's gonna happen. And look, I'd rather have Blankenship than Vanderjack. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. And say I would like to see Hines line up at slot. He's too dangerous to not get these touches. Yeah, I agree. And I think the Colts have actually lined him up in the slot a lot. Oh man, I'm lost again.
Yeah. Say I was gonna check to see if your camera is frozen, but I can still hear you.
Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that, but here I'm gonna remove myself and come back. Hold on.
All right. And now it's just there. Oh, you're still frozen on my end.
Yeah, I'm frozen. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
I'm going to leave the studio and come back. Hold on.
All right. Okay. So he shall be back in a little bit. I think Dio is going to play this year. I don't expect him to play until, I guess, towards the end of the year. I'm thinking week 10, week 11 is when Dio is going to come in and play. But it's definitely going to be a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about Dio's return. I mean, we haven't heard anything. So,
because he got hurt, I believe, right around when Eric Fisher got hurt, and they're both similar injuries. But I think,
they're very similar. It's just they both didn't have the same kind of surgery, so therefore, it just didn't. It's not healing at the same pace.
Right. So I think Fisher should be back by week 6 or 7.
Oh, at the latest. They honestly think we might get him back before the first month of the season is done.
That'd be great.
They think he could be back by the end of September. So that would be great. That would be great because then we can only miss him for like 3 or 4 games at the most.
Yeah, I would love that. I think Dio will be back probably week 10 or 11.
Guess what? Not anymore.
Not anymore. I didn't.
To be fair, Vanderjack was for a time was the most accurate kicker in NFL history.
That's true. He just costed us a Super Bowl appearance is all. Or a potential Super Bowl appearance.
Oh, man, I need to change my API. Why do you need to change it? That looks great.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it looked like a freaking rock, but I don't know.
Right. No, I wonder. That really reminds me. I wonder who the Steelers played after Vanderjack missed that kick.
I have no idea.
2006.
I was going to say, it is. Guys, we'll go for about another 5 minutes here, and then we're going to end this stream. And then, again, like I said before, I highly encourage all of you to come into the live play-by-play. That stream will be starting up at 12:45. I will be there doing a live play-by-play reaction to the Indianapolis Colts game if some of you aren't able to get it. But, of course, you guys can all watch it with me if you have the NFL Network. Be sure to check that out if you can. If not, we'll have the play-by-play action here, and it'll be fun.
See, now I'm upset at Vanderjack even more because they played the Broncos in AFC Championship. And I know the Colts would have beat the Broncos that year.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, geez. Is it really almost that many likes?
Yeah, we have 186 in here right now.
Dang. Let's get it to 200.
Let's get it to 200, boys. How many players can the Colts bring back from injury? I thought they could only bring one guy off of the list per year. I don't know if you saw the same thing, Matt, but from what I heard, the NFL just made a rule this year that you could bring back an unlimited amount of players back from injury.
That's what I saw too.
I saw that same thing that said that the NFL this year, because of the CPA agreement and because of COVID, you can bring back multiple people back from injury and the IR list at multiple times this year.
Isn't it after 3 weeks? If you're on the injured reserve list, you can bring them back?
Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean, that's even faster because I think last year was, 6 weeks?
Yeah, I think it was 6 weeks, yeah.
So, yeah, that's
very helpful. It's very useful.
Oh, yeah. Say, because that definitely helps a lot, especially with the rosters and whatnot.
What linebacker are you most excited to here, one second. This question came up first. Derek, any word on Kwity Paye's injury update, and does Wilkins make the 53-man roster? Well, Kwity Paye's injury is not serious. They didn't really give a timetable on how long he's not going to play, but my guess is he comes back either late this week or early next week. You know, they're taking it precautionary. They don't want to be crazy, but and then, what linebacker are you most excited to see today? Also, I like her propaganda. Oh my gosh.
Love it.
What linebacker are you most excited to see today?
For me, I'm excited to see Zaire Franklin. Definitely looking forward to see him. Kafuzi is another guy I'm looking forward to see as well, just because at BYU, I remember I made a video talking about him when we signed him, and there's some BYU fans in there saying, hey, this guy's really good. He was the leader of our defense. He's going to make your team. You'll love him. So I'm pretty excited to see what he did. Jets gang, stop it. I saw your comment.
No. Colts and Panthers this year. Yeah, that ain't happening, bro.
Maybe the Panthers.
And the way Zach Wilson's looking in training camp, that ain't gonna freaking happen, bro. But I'm with you there. Zaire Franklin is the one that I'm really wanting to see because I really just haven't seen a lot. I really haven't seen a lot. I want to see, what Zaire Franklin's gonna do because I've been hearing about EJ Speed, but I want to see what Zaire Franklin's got. I really just haven't seen a lot of him, so we'll see what happens there. But I think we're going to end the stream there, guys. To the almost 200 of you that are in here right now, again, make sure to check out our live stream, our play-by-play gameplay that we're going to have here in about 20 minutes coming up. Be sure to join that stream. I encourage all of you to do it. I can't wait to interact with you guys and do another play-by-play. It's finally here. We're all happy that the Colts football is back. Matt, thank you again for doing this with me today. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Absolutely. I had a lot of fun today just interacting with you in the chat. Jets gang, look, Zach did the things he did against Division II quality teams, okay? Let's stop. But no, in all seriousness, I don't dislike Zach Wilson. I think Zach Wilson's going to be okay. But had a lot of fun, though. It was a lot of fun. I'm excited to do this next time for sure.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section welcoming Matt to the team for the pre-games this year. Make sure to comment. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. And make sure to join if you want to become a channel member. Greatly appreciate all of you coming in today. Thank you all so much again. And as always, go Colts.